Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with another terrific disc from JoAnn, Falletta, and the Buffalo Philharmonic. Boy, they do good work. They really do. It's marvelous. This is called The French in Spain. And it's like the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. No, the French in Spain. It's not the most original concept, but it has its singular advantage of being exactly what it says it is, which is great. Now, there are lots of collections of French composers writing Spanish music. We know that. So it's not original in that sense, but the performances are marvelous. Marvelous. Falletta has become such a charismatic conductor. She does a lot of this unusual repertoire and a lot of late romantic stuff. And if you're going to do that, you really have to have this flamboyance, this gusto to really dig into the music and have a little fun with it, and she does. These are some of the best performances of this music. What you get, let me just tell you what you get. You get Debussy, obviously, Iberia. Now, Iberia, can go one of two ways. Usually, you can do it in the sort of impressionist way, which it really kind of isn't. Debussy was coming out of that impressionist fog, it has fog. The central movement, the perfume of the night, that's foggy, definitely foggy. But the rest of it, no, it's pointillistic. It's crisp, it's clear and clean, and it's got all those little spots of color, a clack of a castanet, pop of a tambourine, a flick of a harp, or this little woodwind sniglets bopping around. All of that stuff has to be integrated into this wonderful orchestral fabric, and she does it. Falletta does it by playing the music, first of all, at a good tempo. It never sags, which is really, really important, and by really hitting the rhythms. And she's a guitarist. I think that must have helped. I don't know. There's something about this music that's, there's the part in the finale where all the violins are going blum, 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 blum. They play quasi guitarra, and she gets that. She really gets it. You feel the sound of guitars behind the work. It's really a marvelous performance. It's exciting. In the finale, the bells really ring out, and there's no. It's just wonderfully done. There's no reticence. She doesn't treat it like it's fragile, like it's going to break if you hit it too hard. And it's really, really great. Then we have Alborada del Gracioso, another wonderful guitar-like strummy serenade thing. And again, it's done with cojones. Yes, she has cojones, and it's fabulous that she has cojones. Let me tell you, the very end, her endings are so well done in all of these pieces. The end of Alborada's, the trombones go wham, wham, boom, yeah. That's the ending. Well, usually at so many performances, that last wham, wham is so timid. It's so tepid. It has so little, charisma. Well, her trombones and their two-note wah, wah, really have charisma. It's great. It's absolutely great. Then we get a little bit of a rarity, Jacques Ibert's Escales, which doesn't get taken out for a ride very often. It used to be very popular. It really was. It's only 15 minutes long. It's a wonderful concert opener. It's three places. Rome, Palermo, and then Tunis, Nefta, and finally Valencia. That's the Spanish part, and it's so, that's the part that we have to have lots of Spanurisms. And again, it's a vivid, exciting, totally flashy performance. I love it. She's not trying to make the music sound like profound or sublime or subdued, it has atmosphere. It has atmosphere, tons of atmosphere, tons of color, but it also has that vividness, that tactile presence that you've got to have. Very exciting. And she saves the best for last. Ravel's Rapsodie Espagnole, which I have to confess is not a piece that I've ever really loved, because I think it just sort of lays there. You know, it's in 4 sections, and you get to hear ya da 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 7 billion times. It kind of annoys me until you get to the feria, the final movement, you know, when it all takes off. But again, there is nothing here that's less than captivating. And I can play you an excerpt. I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to play you the end of the feria, which is the best ending you've ever heard in your life in this piece. First of all, the big climax just before the final rush, when it's going ta 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 ta. She really milks it. I mean, yeah, that's what you want to hear. She slows down. She lets those strings just drip. It's wonderful. Da, 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 da. You know, most people sort of rush through it. Comparatively, it sounds like they rush through it. You know, the music itself does what it's supposed to do, but you can help it. And she does. You know, that's what I mean by having some charisma, some flamboyance, willing to take a chance, willing to, you know, just indulge the wonderfulness of the music. It's so beautiful. And then we get to the final thing, you know. Crash, tam, pow! See? I'm sure she does it better than I just did. And I'm going to let you hear how she does it. From that wonderful climax with the gorgeous strings coming in to the final expostulation. Oh my God, it's exciting. It's just so well done. It's amazing. And, you know, you think you know the piece. You've heard it a million times. And, you know, we have. But if I want to go hear the Rapsodie Espagnole, this is probably the version I'm going to be playing. Let me tell you. Listen to this. How's that for like as great as anyone has ever done it? Seriously, it's just amazing. And I am, you know, I had this, you know, saw this disc coming, and I thought, well, you know, it'll probably be very good because everything that she does is very good. But this is better than very good. This is really top notch, a thoughtful program, beautifully put together, and spectacularly played, and very well recorded. I mean, you know. What more could you ask for, folks? Give it a listen. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll hear exactly what I'm talking about. That's the point. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.